Quick buzz at stumps, Adam Collins and Harsha Bhogle, Perth Stadium, day 2. India will go into the third day, 154 runs behind with the score 172 for 3. But with King Kohli at the crease and Rahane ticking over beautifully, they probably have a first innings lead within their grasp if these two can stick around for a while.
Well, it's still some distance away. I think if India can get to 326 and square the first innings, much like Adelaide, they'll be very happy from where they started. I mean, at different points, Australia have looked like they're going to run away with the game. But that sheer tenacity, that willpower, I get the feeling Virat Kohli is in a bubble somewhere, he's in a different planet. Just as he was walking back, you could see his eyes were still like that. And this is one of the best innings I have seen Virat Kohli play. I know we've said that before, but it'll be his second slowest 100 if he gets there, simply because you look at Virat Kohli and he dominates. A lot of his hundreds have been dominating innings, and here he scrapped around, he sneaked a single there, he's let balls go, he's got a 2 here. Oh, I enjoyed watching Virat Kohli bat.
It was almost meditative, considering he scored 4 boundaries in his first 10 balls, 3 in 1 Josh Hazlewood over, came out so magnificently after India lost their first 2 wickets with the score on 8. But then he pulled it way back. Patrick Cummins, the contest with Cummins and Kohli, that is box office. 2 of the best players on the planet at the peak of their powers. Kohli wouldn't give in, Cummins wouldn't stop running in. It was just magnificent cricket, one for the purists who truly love Test cricket today, wasn't it?
I mean, 19 of 12, and then they pulled him back. As I said, if you're a lover of Test match cricket, you watch today's play and they were fighting for an inch. You think it's a 5-day game, right? It's a 5-day game. You've got all of Perth to play for, and they're fighting for an inch over there. And I thought one spell from Hazlewood, that spell from Cummins, and all of a sudden Payne has a word with Starc, and Starc comes and starts bowling bouncers at 145 kilometers an hour. And there were so many little battles within the war. If you're a lover of Test cricket, today was just beautiful to watch. If you're not a lover of Test cricket, you'll say, what are these guys on about? I mean, what, we got 200 runs in the day, all day today for 200 runs? So if you're not a lover of Test cricket, that's all right. You're entitled to live. But if you're a lover of Test cricket, wow, it was some day.
What a fight back from Mitchell Starc. It was such a social media pile-on for him since last Sunday at Adelaide, the second innings there where he had a couple of poor overs. He bowled at an average of 150 kilometres an hour in his first spell today. A magnificent in-ducking delivery to remove Murali VJ. KL Rahul went just after lunch when Josh Hazlewood swung away a Yorker. But let's deal with Starc. Pressure he was under to fight back that way at the first time of asking. It says a lot about his character, doesn't it?
Listen, if I was Mitchell Starc, I mean, do you see the tweet from Elisa Healy?
I did. Yeah, and that said a lot, I think.
I mean, I got 5 wickets in the Test match at about 20-21 per wicket. And I'm thinking, what am I supposed to do? These guys, by the standards Mitch Starc had said, yeah, he looked a bit off the boil sometimes. He looked like he was turning up sometimes. But people are entitled to do that. That's why it's Test cricket, isn't it? At the end of the day, if you say you're one of 4 bowlers, you got 5 wickets, it's still okay. But something spurred him on. I remember in 2015, Warney said he's lazy. He's got nobody. He's got lazy. And the next 2 years were the best. So maybe Warney and Mitch Starc have got a bit of a thing going. You know, I'll just wind you up a little bit and then you come hard at them.
Yeah, he certainly got form. Shane Warne getting stuck into Mitchell Starc. We saw it through his newspaper column this week. He did pick up a second wicket, that of Cheteshwar Pujara, when he was on 24, which did open up things for Australia in the last hour and a half or so. They weren't able to make the most of that. Starc kept running in and painting in hard, as did Cummins and Hazlewood, but then came Rahane. He's an unbeaten half-century. It felt as though the shots he played enabled Kohli to almost go back into his shell and play for stumps, and that worked perfectly.
But how good was the contest in Rahane's first 15-20 runs? It's almost like this little 5-foot-something black belt has come out and it's telling these 6-foot-something guys, right, come on, this is a contest. I'm going to land a few punches. It was like a boxing contest, because there was Starc pounding in, there was Rahane pulling, he was cutting, he was driving, and then once Rahane got to 25, he realized, hang on, I've got a big score coming up here. And then he started playing differently too. But those first 20 runs, it was more boxing than cricket. And I said, right, what's Rahane's game plan here? And I think he realized if Australia are allowed an inch here, they might take a mile. So that's why we said, if you're a lover of Test cricket, it was these little interludes in between that were fascinating. I thought he was wonderful.
Fantastically said, Harsha. An absorbing day, as we said off the top, here at Perth. Don't miss a ball tomorrow. Day 3 at Perth Stadium. Quick buzz at stumps. Adam Collins and Harsha Bhogle.